Warning, this video isn't for anyone under the age of 16. If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of Undead Unluck Chapter 14. Guys, after a week hiatus, Undead Unluck is back. Like always, guys, this will be a audio-only review, so if you need to do anything else, just keep me playing in the background so you can hear my thoughts on Undead Unluck. I will be coloring Fuko because I believe that she had the best parts in this whole chapter, and this was another solid chapter of Undead Unluck. Although I still disagree with what they did with Gina, yes, I'm not going to let that go. I am not going to let what happened to Gina go, okay? So, with Fuko in this chapter, we see her progress. We see that she's getting better with using her ability. She wants to get in the mix, per se. So we see all the zombies touching Fuko. Well, she's letting them do it, you know, even though she's probably saying, ew, ew, yuck, yuck, as girls will do. You know, she's letting the zombies touch her. And then the zombies ran to spoil, and then something exploded because it's Fuko's unluck ability. Now, I will say this much. By the end of the series, I think that Fuko is going to be top 3 easily when it comes to using her ability. You know, she's just starting to play with it right now and get a really good understanding of what it can actually do and how it works. Now then, within this chapter, we also find out about Fuko's dream. And her dream is to become a normal girl that lives a fulfilling life. Okay, and I think a lot of women, you know, want that as well. But in this case, Fuko being a normal girl, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. Now, let's talk about Shin. Okay, now I know a lot of people like Shin, a lot of girls like Shin. I'm still 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to Shin. Okay, he's starting to warm up on me, but again, like I said, I felt that Gina would have been a much better character, but I see what they're doing with Shin. So when Shin is evading Spoil, and it looks like Spoil touches Shin's arm, I'm thinking that Shin is going to lose his arm. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, is he going to lose his arm in this battle? I'm going to be like, that's insane that he actually loses his arm. But he took off the glove and said, oh, those are, you know, made to order gloves. So, you know, he still has his arm, which I'm okay with. I feel that if a mangaka, you know, cuts off a body part, a limb, you know, it has to be, you know, very, very important. I feel like it's too early in the series for someone to be losing a body part, an arm, a leg, anything like that. Except if it's Andy, because we all know that Andy's going to grow his back. So, this is what I really, really like. In the middle of the chapter, Shin says, you know what? I'll be right back, you know, and everybody thinks that he's running away because everything is getting like really crucial. You know, we see what's happening with Spoil and his body and the changes that he's gone through as well. But then what happens is that Shin comes back at the very end of the chapter with an unbreakable staff. And it says that because I was reading the official translation. If you look right at the bottom of his staff in the translation text, it says that it says unbreakable staff. And then we find out his dream of being the greatest in all of creation. Now, what the hell does that even mean? His dream is being the greatest in all of creation. So, did somebody create Shin? I mean, is he man-made, or, you know, what does that actually mean? I mean, is this anything deeper, or is it just saying that I just want to be the best of the best? So, that's something we have to think about as well. Now, let's talk about Spoil. And guys, the review won't be too much longer. Let's talk about Spoil. Now, as we saw within a few chapters before, we can see one of his weaknesses, Spoil's weaknesses, and that's basically hope or determination. If you show hope or determination, that little clock that's on your stomach, you know, it would never go to 0 and you would never spoil. You know, we saw it with Fuko, when Fuko was talking about her dream, how her clock was getting ready to count down because she had got affected by Spoil's radius. When it was getting ready to count down, it was like 4, 2, and then it went straight to like 2000 or something after she told Spoil her dream of becoming a normal girl and living a fulfilled life. So we know that's one weakness. You know, we also saw with the kids as well, how the kids said what they wanted to do as well. And you know, that kind of sucks because we see that Spoil takes all of the zombies and sucks them into his body. Okay, he just takes them all. So I assume that it's also including the teacher as well that just wanted to get married or at least have a wedding dress. So she's really dead. Like there's no way in the world that her students will ever see her body, whether it be alive or rotting, ever again. Okay, that's kind of dark, but again, you see what I'm getting at. So we find out that Spoil reaches his second phase. Now, right then and there, I'm wondering one thing: does Andy's suit also have a second phase? And what do you have to do to actually reach your second phase? I'm wondering, um, will these second phases come up more so as the series progresses, or is this going to be like a one-time thing? Like maybe he was just special because he was spoiled and he was so powerful that he had a second phase, or does a lot of these things that Andy and Fuko are going to be hunting down in the future, will they also have second phases as well? Okay, so we see the change in his body. He gets extremely powerful, and this is one thing that I've always never understood when it comes to Japanese. The first thing that he did, he showed off. He blew up the Statue of Liberty in New York just to say, "Hey, I could do it." Well, not blew it up, but made it spoil, rot, whatever you want to call it. But he did that to it. And I'm thinking to myself, there was nothing else that they could have blown up. They could have just blew up a freeway. They could have, or make a freeway rot, or maybe a forest and make it rot. But you choose the Statue of Liberty. Just saying. I'm just saying. That spoil, can make people spoil without even touching them now. Okay, and when it came to Andy, he says, "Oh, it seems like there's no more degrading. You just actually, just spoil automatically, but it only happens with body parts." Because I was about to say, isn't this what Andy has wanted? To die? It seems like Spoil would be the perfect one to kill them, but he says, but when Andy added in that little bit, like, oh, it only happens to parts when it's cut off of the body. So I'm thinking, okay, so this wouldn't kill Andy. So again, I was about to say, within this chapter, I was like, wait, Spoil is your best chance to die, Andy. Maybe his first abilities would work, but now that he's unlocked his second phase, then maybe he should. I don't know. But hey, you know what? Overall, guys, that'll do it for this week's review of Undead Unluck. I've held you up enough time. And hey, I'll catch you guys next week. I think there should be another chapter next week. Or they may be skipping weeks because of the what's going on with the world. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. And hey, sayonara, suckers.